Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho's Eggplant Balls. This vegetarian eggplant dish is being prepared in the Thermochef and is a delightful snack, finger food or an easy side. The ingredients will be in the recipe box below. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is pop our eggplant, which has just been roughly chopped, into our Thermochef jug and pulse it on speed 7 with a teaspoon of salt for 30 seconds. Okay, after that time we're going to scrape the contents of the jug into the strainer. This is what you should have. It's really quite pulverized. So into the strainer, because we want to drain the fluid away from the eggplant, because that's what makes it bitter, and it also will stop it from holding together. We'll just do that while we prepare the rest of our ingredients. So into the strainer. No need to wash the bowl, you can use it to go straight on with the rest of the ingredients. So you can see the moisture coming out of that already. We're going to discard that water because it's got salt in it and we don't really need it. Just sit it on top of something so it can drain, like so. Now back into our jug we're going to put some chunks of crusty bread or whatever bread you have. Don't use fresh bread, day old's much better. Break that up roughly and we're going to turn this into crumbs. You can put the pepper and the veggie salt in at this stage. Pepper, veggie salt. Okay, speed 7 for 30 seconds, and this what you should have here, quite coarse breadcrumbs. Now we're going to add our roughly chopped peeled garlic, our Italian mixed herbs, our paprika, a smoky paprika, and our mozzarella just broken into pieces. We need to mix this all around. Again, speed 7 for 30 seconds. Okay, this is what you should have now. The cheese has made it quite damp and it's nearly to the point of holding together itself. So now we're going to throw in the egg, our roughly chopped peeled onion and our flour. Give our eggplant a final press through to squeeze as much moisture as possible out of it. You could of course put this into a strainer or a muslin cloth if you wanted to, or one of those little mesh underwear bags are good for this, but I find the strainer does a fairly adequate job with what we need to do with it. Just push it down with a spatula and you'll see from that one little eggplant that's how much fluid has been expelled from it. The strainer is actually quite effective at removing the fluid but retaining the pulp, which is what we want to do. So that's what we should have now. So back into our Thermochef jug with that. Any little bits that try to get out the bottom, grab those too. They're only going to be wasted otherwise. Lid on, and we're just going to do that on speed 5 for about 10 seconds. In the last 5 seconds, drop in our spring onion. And that's it. Well mixed, you've still got some texture from your spring onions. It smells pretty good. Now we're going to make these into little balls. Now just with damp hands, shape them into balls about the size of a walnut and sit them on a plate. You could roll them in semolina or polenta if you wanted to at this stage, or even some seasoned flour or more breadcrumbs. We're going to serve this with a natural yogurt which has been flavoured with mint jelly because we like it. Just keep going until you've finished them. Okay, now we're just going to pop these into the fridge for a couple of minutes while our oil heats and they'll just firm up a little bit and let those flavours melt into each other. So into the fridge we go. While we heat our oil, we want to deep fry them in very hot oil until they're golden brown. Okay, just while our oil is heating, we are going to mix our yogurt with our mint jelly. So we're going to use half of our mint jelly in our yogurt and just dollop the other half on top. Lovely flavour. Okay, so into a serving bowl and just dollop our other blob of mint jelly on top. Okay, and just pop that into the fridge until time to serve. Okay, we're going to carefully place our little eggplant balls into our deep fryer and cook them until they're brown all over and drain them well on absorbent paper towel. Okay, after about 7 minutes at about 180 degrees, our little eggplant balls are ready to remove from the fryer. Strain them well on some absorbent paper. And there you have it, cheekyricho's eggplant balls, served with mint yogurt. I hope you liked this little cooking demonstration. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, please check out my cheekyricho channel. And don't forget to please subscribe, leave a comment or a recipe suggestion. Do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. And that's what we're like inside. It tastes good.